I think about Reach Your Peak every day.
We often get asked, what is Reach a Peak? And what better way to find out that answer from the delegates that have experienced it themselves?
Being a daffy Oxford, I like a challenge.
I don't know, I just feel alive.
It's probably more mental than physical.
Quite a few times I doubted whether I was going to complete it.
With us now taking on Reach a Peak number 5 in this October, I wanted to put a VT together to show you exactly what it takes to be a Reach a Peak delegate.
Just pushing yourself and challenging yourself.
The feeling that I have that I could go and actually take on any challenge.
Everybody needs to experience this event.
Probably like my entire life has changed since Reach Your Peak.
For anybody watching this VT who feels as if they would love to engage in the Stevie Kid pathway and don't know where to start, well, watch these delegates and where they've came from the very beginning, all the way through their journey so far and where they're about to go. Pay real attention because something special is about to unfold.
Walk in there with your eyes open. And if your eyes aren't open, get them open.
When I first met Stevie, I was a bit at sea. I was on gardening leave, not really sure what I was going to do next.
It's like the movie Groundhog Day is the best way I could explain it. So you get up, you do the same thing, you put your uniform on, you go to work.
I got to a stage in business where I didn't really know where I was going. Well, I realised I needed to change to move forward.
Before I met Stevie, it was like kind of 5, 6 in the morning to 10, 11 at night, just getting business the full time. And it was like suffocating me. I'd kind of created a monster.
I wasn't a morning person. I was the guy that was up late. I was the guy that was 12 midnight was an early night for me, and then I'd be up at 7 and chasing my tail and not in the right mindset.
So it's always about challenging your own fears with Stevie. And that's the same in business as well. Is you can be fearful, oh, I'm scared to grow, I'm scared to push on in case it doesn't work out.
The first 3 days were intense.
The first 3 days in the Mar Hall are full of so much content that I realise I probably still haven't fully understood and processed and really taken to heart.
The 3 days of development workshops and just activities, and yeah, it's something a wee bit special. It's hugely emotional.
Well, it was emotional. Definitely, it was emotional.
You can see a difference day 1, day 2, day 3. You can see a difference in yourself. Your own kind of thought process changes. You know, what you thought you were, certainly in my case, what I thought I wanted out of it and what I thought I was going to take out of it, totally changed, you know.
Well, I went in there thinking it was mostly to do with business, and it was nothing. It was meant to do with kind of myself and my kind of relationships and stuff. Made me realise that business isn't number one, basically.
Pouring a cup of tea in the morning, like my hands were shaking. I had no idea like what was going on. And I think so, like personally, from going from that moment to like leaving the week with basically an entire new family, who I still talk to every single day. And yeah, it was just in such a short space of time, so much change happened. Like, it's hard to describe it. It really is hard to say like what my personal experience was, other than just life-changing.
The most noticeable thing, I think, is just that real focus and appreciation on balance in life overall. You can see just behind my head I've got the Wheel of Life, which is a big part of the event itself.
Found my purpose, know where I want to be. I've lost about 1.5 stone since the event. Done a marathon at the weekend there, 43. Never done a marathon, it's always that 1% better, so we went 43k. Just about having the mindset.
And I know, and even like another part of Reach Your Peak, I think it was day 1 or day 2 when we had to do like the passions, and I had no idea what I was passionate about at that point. Like I was like, I'm not passionate about anything, and now like there's so much stuff that I am like, oh my god, like that is just a passion for me, and I feel like I've completely discovered what my life purpose is meant to be now, and it's all really just off the back of Reach Your Peak. Like everything is just going amazing, and well, what are we, like a year and a half in now, and it's like I'm still, yeah, it's incredible.
Yes!
So I understand who I am, understand what it is I'm trying to achieve, and I'm no scared of other people judging me in whatever it is I do.
It's not just changed me, my life, it's changed the relationship I have with my wife. Me and Leslie are literally a proper team. The knock-on effect that has with my kids and our kids, and how our weekends are different. Like this time we spend with our family is different.
In a personal sense, I feel much more confident. Business-wise, we have grown, especially in the last year. We've probably grown by 50% in the last year alone. And I think that's all to do with mindset and being challenged to put yourself out there into the big bad world. You know, doing videos of yourself and putting yourself out there.
Yeah, the business is growing really well. Since I got your dad involved, we obviously the first year we doubled his turnover when he got involved. Then we've just, obviously COVID struck. We've still managed to increase on his turnover previously, even with COVID, which obviously through the guidance of your dad and the help he's given us. And this year we've got a lot of work booked in. It's looking really promising.
You know, the whole outlook on everything is totally changed. You know, the business is now at a point where, when I started going to see Stevie, you know, what we were turning over and what we will turn over this year, we've probably quadrupled our turnover, and we've managed to keep the margins round about the same. You know, so getting rid of that fear, and that's what it all boiled down to for me, was just the kind of fear factor on it. You know, how do you do this? What if I do this and it doesn't work out? Whereas now there's a lot less uncertainty about things.
Don't walk away when it gets uncomfortable. Don't walk away when you get put in the spot. Don't walk away when you find it too difficult, because I knew it was going to be difficult. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to everything. Get out your phone. Get out of your working day life. Get out of your preconceived ideas of what's going to happen, because guess what? You're fucking wrong. And just accept everything that happens.
Try and leave your work behind, because you don't get any time at all on Reach Your Peak. It's the kind of to 9, 10 at night and stuff. So and then your brain's fried after it. So you're trying to work and do the thing, doesn't it? It's not fun.
I think one of the biggest things I did, I was ready for it, absolutely ready to just embrace it. Right, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. That strategy, I'm going to try and adopt it.
I don't have much advice other than just do it. Just take the leap and just go for it. Like if it's a leap of faith, find that like courage and just sign up and just do it, because you're never ever going to regret it at all.
100% go for it. I know it's a big financial outlay, but what you will take away from that, well, you'll not even think about the money side of things. The money's neither here nor there, because what you will take out of that, you will reap back 10, 20, 30, 40 times over. Whether it's your personal life, your business life, whatever, it'll affect you in so many different ways that it'll just be absolutely incredible for you.
Just do it, man. Pay the money. It's brilliant. It is absolutely amazing. The change in your life after it is more than triple your initial investment.
Yeah, if you're looking at it, you already know. And if it's piqued your interest, excuse the pun, but if it's piqued your interest, there's a reason for that. and it's because it's probably something you should do.
So people look at the event, and I was guilty of this. People look at the event as 5 days, right? It's not 5 days. I'm paying, so if somebody says to me right now, right, you could be the guy you were 2 years ago, or you could be the guy you are today, that's how much it's going to cost you. I'd be like, bargain! Where did I sign?
It was a great investment, and continues to be a great investment, and it's one worth taking.
Just go and get it done. Get it done. That is life changing. Don't have any fear. You'll make amazing relationships with all the people that are on it. Friends for life, and the challenge is just it's unbelievable. It's an amazing feeling when you achieve the 5 peaks at the end, but that's just not all you get out of it. It's a life changing event.
Thought that was the first image I got of the event, or the first sort of video I seen of the event. I don't know why, but I was like, I want a bit of that. And if you feel like that for a second, then you just jump on that, because the biggest fear for me that I had was thinking if I hadn't done that, where I would be today.